We think I'm live. Is it live or is it Memorex?
It says it's live on here.
All right, we'll check another phone here real quick, make sure we're going. We're running a little late because all of a sudden, and some of you probably already know this, Prism has become a prison.
Let me make sure that you're connected to the...
So...
I don't know if you're connected. I'm used to being connected to my phone.
It says right there. Live chat. Hello, everybody.
Right.
I'm going to hit...
Make sure you can hear it. Make sure you can hear it first.
Yeah, I'm going to turn this up a little bit.
And then turn it back down.
I'm going to hit... Yep, my volume's good. I put a chat in. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So between the neighbor deciding to blast his music and the Prism app has decided to act atrociously, we'll just say that kindly as possible, I am now here. Yay, I'm here. I made it. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, my golly, look at that. You might say, what do I use for an easel? I use my canvases that are no good for canvases anymore, like this one's wet. I have no idea how it got wet, though. I must have left something over here that's sweat on it, and the sweat got through the... So, that's no good, but it's still good to put some paint on. Let's get started. So, you know, the first thing I notice is that I always want the color I can't find. You ever notice that? Whatever you want to eat for lunch, it's not in the refrigerator. Now, you saw it in there. You were sure it was in there. You're ready to have some of that. And then it's time to get into the refrigerator and get it. And guess what? That refrigerator is empty. Man, how did that happen? So, today, I like the title. I was thinking, what am I going to do today, Lord? How am I going to do this? What am I doing? And I really enjoyed last week. Where's last week? That was the one
Hi,
I said...
Bars.
That was the one looking out the window, right? Or was that the week before? I really liked that.
Out the window, yeah.
I really liked out the window. And then putting that window frame in and everything. I'll bet this is it. Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing that. So this week we're doing from out into the clearing. Out in the woods, out into a clearing. So, what does that mean you're doing? I don't know. We're going to find out together what it means, what I'm doing. I don't know. That's what's the fun about it, though. What are you going to do? I don't know. What's going to happen? I don't know. I did have a t-shirt on my lap. I have the wrong pants on. I don't have any painting pants on right now. We just went out to dinner. Got back just in time to start, and then Prism threw a little wrench into things. Hello. So now we're going to say positive things from now on. And
we had a bit of a delay. Prism app decided they want to charge for subscriptions, and they do have this big thing if you use the Prism app for streaming from your home and use a computer and all that kind of stuff, which
we're sure is very good.
I'm sure it's very good. It's just we do not use and do not need all those services, so we only use the free version.
The bells.
Because we don't do everything. We don't use all the features.
Yeah.
So we don't need
bells
that, so.
And whistles.
Anyway, but we had to go through the process of that.
Wasn't fun.
It was a little aggravating, as a matter of fact. of having to deal with that at the last minute, not knowing.
Donnie can put together some sky pretty quick. Wow. So I got stuck listening to Purple Rain. That was wonderful.
Maria would be laughing right now. With that one. He went out there. He had to go get a battery charger out of the car because we left.
We needed a backup.
We didn't know we were going to need it. All of a sudden, with all this situation, we needed. He needed to use my phone.
Yep.
And we left the battery chargers in the car.
Because we always need one at some point. Ooh. I think I might just leave that alone right there. All right. Lighten that up a little bit.
But on a fun note.
Fun note. We're cheering up now.
My on my bike, I ordered the little camera mount for the phone to try to live stream, and the thing kept moving. It kept moving and sliding and going forward and pointing down and all that stuff, and every bump.
And you couldn't really watch it and monitor it.
I couldn't really monitor it.
Yeah.
I think it might have got better after you tightened it, but it just kept moving on me. And so I ordered a different mount that is for an action camera, and I ordered it for I ordered two of them, one for Donnie's bike and one for my bike. So now we can put an action camera on his bike handlebars. So that should work better. Because we had one around his neck, and I think it kept tilting sideways.
Well, I never saw anything that...
I haven't watched it yet, but every time I looked at you, it was tilted sideways around your neck.
Oh.
Instead of being straight in front of you. Because the one I wear, the pocket one, it pretty much, for the most part, it stays right there, but it has a gimbal on the camera part, so the gimbal moves when it needs to. On the one you had around your neck, it doesn't have a gimbal. So if it was tilting sideways, then that was probably the way it was filming. So I thought, anyway, I bought one that's specifically for mountain bikes. Mountain bikes, when people use them, they hit a lot of bumps, a lot of jumps, a lot of hills, a lot of shaking. And if they have a mountain bike mount that'll hold that camera steady, then I figured, you know, hopefully it works good. It didn't cost much at all. It cost more for the power bank. I bought 2 power banks too, so that he could have one and I could have one. That way we don't have to stop and change our battery every hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The power bank works for several hours. So I figured if it'll record an action camera on all those bumps for mountain bike trail, it should do okay for, you know, an action camera in Cades Cove or even around town or whatever we're doing. It should be able to handle that. My thought.
All right.
Tell them what you're doing.
I have no idea. I am building a meadow. I'm building a meadow and I'm trying to do something meadowy, grassy.
Hello, Amanda. Just chilling.
Amanda. Maybe what I need is a little bit of, maybe I need just a little bit of contrast in here. That'll help a little bit with that. That'll help push this back a little bit. It's too far away. It's so far away. And then we'll use the lighter green and a little bit of white to trace out that dark right there and put some, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that worked really good. Okay, a little bit more white and we're going to bring that down. Oh, that looks like little tributaries or something. Okay. Okay, it's telling me that it needs a little bit more of the brown to bring down a little bit more realism. Boy, that's really something. You know, it also helps me when something happens to know what part of the painting I want to cover up and what part of the painting I want to keep going.
I'm going to put this background music in here for them
Oh,
in the times when you're not.
Yeah, we got the air conditioning blowing in here.
Is it going to be okay? Yeah.
I don't know. Hope
There's
so.
water on it.
Hope so.
Here, I'll put it in your pocket.
Oh, if I've got a pocket, you are welcome to it.
Right here. If I put it right here, then they can hear it.
Music from my heart. Or my top pocket, one or the other. Okay. I think we could use just a little bit more contrast here, like the whites, the white edges. You know,
Hello, Ryan.
have to come down from here.
There's our buddy Ryan.
Ryan.
He loves your chats.
My cat.
Chats. Your fireside chats. He loves.
Oh, well, thank you. But
Batman.
pieces of advice and some humor, that's always fun. All right.
Hello, Steve. Desert Adventures in Arizona.
Hey, I've heard of that guy. What brings you to Tennessee? He's sitting looking at me. Isn't that sweet?
He loves the campfire chats. He said.
Oh, wow. Well, I'll tell you.
Ryan said that.
Ryan said that, yeah, and I'm looking forward to doing those on Sunday nights. What do you think? We've had
Sometimes I go live on Sunday.
yeah, we have been able to go out, but lately we just haven't been able to go out. It's been too hot. So we were kind of just. Joy was like, "You need to do something." So I did. Thank you all for enjoying that. I really appreciate that. You know, you never know in YouTube what's going to be out there that you really need to do. Oh, there we go. Boy, I like that. Maybe that's what I was looking for right there. Little plateau. A little thing here. That's good. Looks like I need to put a little bit more of a dark mountain. Maybe right back here, huh? Just like that.
And just like that, we have mountains. And just like that,
He didn't even answer the door.
What's through?
I went out there to try to get him to turn his music down.
Oh,
He didn't even answer the door.
no. I called Danny. So now we're going to put in the basis of our woods. I'm not sure if I'm using the right brush at the moment.
Ryan said that was our Sunday tradition growing up. What was it you're talking about? My uncle's always had campfires on Sunday night, roasting hot dogs. Okay.
Oh, wow. What a great memory.
Christina said, very relaxing to watch him paint with that music in the background.
Thank you.
Thankfully, the music is in his pocket, which is very close because I can hear the neighbor's music. Now I'm getting it. And that's not relaxing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not really relaxing.
Donnie said, he said, I got out there to get the battery bank charger thing out of the car just in time to hear Purple Rain, which is like, that guy has listened to Purple Rain over and over and over until it's just like on your last nerve. Like, I wish I didn't have to ever hear that song again in my life. Camry Bar says, oh no, not Purple Rain.
Oh, no. Yeah, unfortunately, it's playing. But that's all right. We can deal. We can deal.
Well, the thing of it is the music he plays is all copyrighted, so we can't let the sound come on, you know.
Come through to you, yeah.
I was knocking hard on his door and then on the window, and he had one window open, and I yelled in the window. He did not come to the door. I yelled, please turn your music down. But, I don't know, he could be sleeping it off, whatever. Nancy said, she wants to jump into that painting, Donnie, and take a nice long break.
Take a nice long break. Okay, I need some yellow. And, oh, that one's not open yet. Where's my open yellow? Green. I try not to open. Maybe I finished it up. silver. Well, guess what? It's time to open up a new yellow. By the look of it. Yes, I'm enjoying this. This is a lot of fun. This one's working really good. Everybody enjoying this painting? I am enjoying it. We're just stalled for a second while I open up this new yellow. That sounds like a name for a good name. What color yellow is that? Well, that's new yellow. Alright, because we need to add, so we have to add yellow and brown together. And maybe even a touch of green. Oh yeah. Yep, because we're... Yep. Is he going to give him a call or something? It's not as bad as it was, but well, hopefully it'll get better. Alright, so we need some... It's quieter already, let him know. That's the thing about acrylic, you've got to either paint exactly what you want.
Amanda just chilling said she loves watching your paintings come together. Beautiful artwork, Donnie.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's...
See, Donnie, it's loud again. It was just a break between songs. You know, that could actually be... That could be another tree there. I'm waiting for this tree to dry some more so I can detail the trunk. Might as well just darken that in. That'll go right to the frame. Desert Adventures said, very impressive. Cami Barr said they're supposed to get rain tonight and tomorrow. We had a downpour of rain last night. Like late in the night. Late in the middle of the night.
Huh. I didn't know about that. Almost have been sleeping.
Donnie sleeps really good with rain. Camry said, thank God for the rain. Yeah, it's better to have, rain when you need it than drought. But no flooding rains, Lord, no flooding rains. Camry Bar said, definitely no floods.
Thank you, Lord.
We need proper drainage for the rains. And we need them to soak up where they need to soak up, where the dry areas are. They say that to have a beautiful fall color, you need to have early rains in the springtime. Steve, Desert Adventures in Arizona, said that they are praying for monsoon rains to come. Because Arizona is completely different.
Right, monsoons are for places that like never have rain or have a huge amount of rain. India has the same thing. East India, they go months without rain and then it monsoons. I'll tell you, I actually like that. I think we might even put a little trunk right in here.
Camry Barr said it's like that in Vietnam too, monsoons.
Okay, I think we're done with that brush. Let's see what the next brush can do. That tree is almost dry. I really like the color of this green one in the bark. I think I'm gonna put some extra, a little bit of green, a little bit more life into it. Because we are kind of looking out from a shadowy, distant spot, so. Oh, I like that. That worked out really good. So I think this little green field right here needs to come around a little bit. Ooh, I see another tree. Look at that. I see another tree right there. Right there. See him? Oh, I see him. There he is, right there. That's great. You know what's great about that is that works with this idea of this being a little bit of like a grassy field here, and that this is a little break in the this is coming around a corner, and right here is another grassy, and we'll bring it right up to this tree here, because this tree is closer. And we'll kind of brighten that up a little bit right there. That's the problem with the acrylic. Some of that brown got in there. I gotta clean the brush and get back to that green again.
Steve, Desert Adventure said amazing depth of view. Amanda, just showing, said that little tree looks good there.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. And see, right now I've only painted the back of it, so like I'm gonna mark some of these trees for some lighter gold and see, I need to probably do some white and green right here. And that'll bring this forward. Not quite that light though. And we'll just fade that in right to there. Ooh. Well, let's get half the gold and half the yellow and put some flowers right in here. Always got to have maybe a and then so now we're going to touch the red and the yellow and see what that does. That looks too much. It's not too bad. Some green and some of that red. Some more yellow. You know, what if I put the yellow on the brush? I'm going to put the yellow on the brush, and then I'm going to push just the tip of the brush into the red. We'll see what that does. Let's see. Let's go a little. Should we go smaller or bigger? Too much yellow. Now let's get the red back in there. And let's get the yellow back in there. Some red and yellow.
Those two trees, they kind of look like they're the branches are just going to the two sides and it's not coming forward. You know what I'm talking about?
Not at all. Not even on that page at the moment. Not on that page at the moment. But I can tell I need to push that one tree back a little bit. It's too close to the front. So I'm going to go back to that, my little green mixture. And I'm going to go up this way and cut that tree off like that, and then that'll push that tree back. We'll shorten it a little bit, but that'll push that tree back a little bit. Got some green. Maybe that'll landscape down a little bit like that. Okay, that pushed the tree back a little bit there. So we gotta let that dry now. As we pull, that's okay, because I'm looking for a meadow here. I'm looking for a place for, you know, a deer, a doe, a deer, a female deer to, you know, be standing. I've kind of got my flowers and everything arranged the way I want. And then I'm going to try a different brush here. I'm going to try to dry out the... See, I'm going to try to get the red and the yellow. Alright, so then let's... There. A few little red and yellow flowers right at the bottom of that tree. Painted.
It's kind of tropical. Hello, Rose. Rose said, lovely painting.
Thank you, thank you. I like that yellow. Red's not working though. So we're getting a little bit of color off the forest here.
Well, they're not pine trees.
I like it just like that. And then these are the back side of the tree, so I have to do a lighter tree in front of it, of course. Right now I'm looking at maybe some black and some brown here for the trunk to get this trunk a little bit more defined. Oh, a little too bright. Okay. Don't want to lose my tree back there. I'm just trying to get a little bit of color in here. It's kind of like I overdo things so easily. But honestly, this is very close to the finished product. I just want to put like just a little bit of the goldy sunset, you know, like this, not even a sunset color, but not even much color at all, because I want it to look like it's in the shade, you know, but there's got to be some light coming through. Maybe I just have too much paint on my brush again. But I like the splash at the top here of this tree. It just looks like a natural tree top here. I can just see that, you know. And trying to bring that out without losing my tree.
Candy bar, so beautiful painting.
Candy bars! Thank you, Candy bar.
Hello, Anya.
Just a little bit more gold right there. Just a little gold on the tips of these branches. Adding just a little bit more color. Just a touch. My customer just texted me, they put the chairs back around the thing I had just finished staining. They're just so excited, even more now. Isn't that awesome? Yes, you see how by touching the top, that makes this the underside. Oh yeah. There we go. Look at that come out right there. See how that brought the shape of the branch right there? And then we can go above this branch right up here. Okay, and kind of put another little contrast right there. And then that's a branch that's being covered by a leaf. So we have to go and get some leaf color. Maybe a little white. A little white and a little bit of the gold, and get that to come down like there we go. And then right there, oh, we could even cross that branch. Let's cross that. Sure, let's cross that one right there too. See? That causes this tree to move ahead of that tree. And see, this tree stops right here. But this big tree, he can go way over. He could come way over here like this if he wants to. He's got big old branches, you know. Well, maybe not that big. It's all right. We'll have to figure out how to fix that. Because sometimes you have to paint, you have to keep in mind that you have to paint where there's no light. And where there's no light, it's going to be dark, black, something like that. And you have to put that in there. You've got to paint the dark in order for the light to work. And like there's some black right here. It's too black. Well, you just have to do that. And then you touch up the black, but you leave it underneath. Like that's maybe a little too much there, so we'll just darken that a little bit. There you go. See, and then these branches are just hanging down. There we go. You just have to kind of give them something to be attached to. Okay. Unfortunately, that red is kind of making it look like a Christmas tree, so we got to get rid of that. There we go. All right, so I'm happy with this. This is good at the bottom here. Because you have to put both sides of the tree. You can't have light on it. One side's got to be dark. And
hello, bear hug.
Bear hug. Good to see you. Good to see you. We need to have a branch like right in front of the trunk here. Like that. There we go. All right. Very happy with that. All right. Let's see if we can't fix that branch now. This is a very big tree, so we can have a big branch. We can take a little black, a little brown. And then now the underside of this branch is going to be dark, and it's going to go all the way to there. Okay. Then we take a little bit of white. And the white and the black and the brown to do the next part of the branch. Just over the black, we just go add up that. Okay. And then we take a little bit more brown and some of the gold, some of the white, and we'll put that like up here. Because this is the lighter side of the branch. And we'll just let that come down like that. Let's split that branch. Okay. And of course, this branch has to have like that. Yep. And then if we put some black there and we put some black there, it kind of looks like a broken branch. And we're going to close this top part in. That didn't work out so good, so instead of trying to fix that, we're going to turn this to gold here. Bring that down. Alright. I really don't know what to do that, but you know what we can do? It's not over yet. We can go back to the gold and bring that over that branch and bring that over. Okay, so now that puts this tree in front of that tree. That helped. Alright, now we're going to touch a little white with that gold. Oh, let's get some more yellow. Because there is a little bit of sunshine coming in on this side of the tree. Okay.
Your hug said she loves the beautiful trees.
Big, beautiful tree. You know, I've got a little bit of sky left here, kind of drying out. Maybe I should take it just a touch of that. I'll put that right up here. Yeah. We'll take a little bit of white and we will dress that in to that blue. There we go.
Hello, Roy and Maria. Nice painting, Donnie.
Hey, Roy.
Sharp heart. She said, lovely painting. See, what I was thinking is, like the, the little front parts that's covered. You're starting to get it in, but there's still a lot of tree. And what about this one? Is there no leaves on that one?
Correct.
And then that one too? That sweeping branch?
Okay, that tree is dry now. We're going to go ahead and bring down some bark.
Eric said the sky looks peaceful. It does. It's like you got this little...
I kind of want a greenish brown. On one side. And I want like an olive on the other side.
Shower of Heart said, you painting with the music moves the soul. Beautiful combination. And it was a necessity too, because the neighbor was playing Purple Rain, Maria.
Oh, is she in?
Yes.
Don't even say that color to me. I
Purple's
don't.
a good paint color.
No, I do not want to even hear that color while I am trying to paint.
Donnie said he went out to get a battery pack out of my car, and he comes back in, he goes, I got out there just in time to hear Purple Rain. It's like, oh my gosh, Maria would be laughing. Maria's laughing. She said purple.
Yeah, go ahead and laugh. Go
Steve
ahead.
Desert Adventure said, well, you've outdone yourself once again, Donnie. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ellen. Play remote. Can I have my iPhone? I want to show them the
This?
wood. I want to show them that wood thing.
I'll turn the light off so it don't glare.
Okay. I have to stamp my light off, but I'm going to show you something really quick. So this was a plain, flat island in a kitchen. And so they said, we want to fancy this up. Would you put some squares on here or some trim or something like that? So the wood is poplar, but the paneling is the original
A
paneling.
little over more.
They were amazed at how I got the wood to match. Just amazed. And then
Because the background wood was that color, but he matched all those stripes going up and
then they just sent me this. Just about 10 minutes ago, they sent me that. And they just said, Donnie, awesome. They're just so happy. I actually matched the seats without even, the chairs weren't even around. So that was awesome.
Gerhard said the island looks amazing, Donnie. Maria said, nice, Donnie. Sharpheart said, that's beautiful, Donnie.
So it's been a really good
Turn on
day.
the light again.
It's been a really good day for Donnie. He is a very happy guy. He's just kind of leaning forward back too far. That's okay, I guess. Yeah.
Hey, Spaceman.
Spaceman! We could almost use a little
Spaceman
creek
said
or
nice.
something down here, couldn't we?
Hello, Steve Russell.
Yeah, you know. Oh, that's not good.
Steve's Desert Adventure said, Donnie's a craftsman.
Yes. When you're trying to make a living, you learn a lot of things.
Maria said, can you put it in a creek?
I was just thinking about that, Maria. I was just saying, you know what? I think we need a little creek down in here, don't you? I was looking for my creek water. I've got a creek water color. I'm looking for it right now. It's in my multifaceted, many layers.
And everybody, Donnie's working on his hours, so if anybody can put his channel on the TV or a tablet or a computer or something to help, click on his playlist and hit some of his videos, his live streams or something.
That would be wonderful.
Help him out, earn his hours.
All right.
Char said, a creek would make this perfect.
Yeah, I kind of can see it like coming down this way, or is it coming across and going down? But I kind of see it right down in here. And it's coming up like this. Maybe it disappears and comes back over here. And then we'll give ourselves a waterfall right there. Ooh. And then we'll give ourselves a little deeper water here, a little bluer.
Her hug said she might get a phone call. If she does, she'll rewatch the whole video from the beginning and she'll let it play all the way through. Thank you so much.
That's
Ronnie needs like 1,200 hours. Y'all, 1,200 hours.
yeah, not just a few.
Not just a few, 1,200. So anybody that wants to help him out, that's much appreciated. Like I said, on a computer or a tablet or a TV, if you just put him on and let him play, that does help out a lot. Maria said the creek looks good. Maria asked, how is Angel doing with the heat? Angel does not like the heat. She wanted a drink earlier, and so I gave her a bowl of water. She was in her crate. And so I let her drink the water, and then she wanted out, so I put her out. She went out there and peed, and then she wanted right back in. It was too hot. She was hollering at me to come back in. Bear Hug said, I will play others to help too. Yeah, I play a lot of friends' channels, trying to help them earn their hours. You have to earn 4,000 watch hours in order to get monetized. And Donnie's just below 3,000 right now. He needs 1,200 hours. Maria said, "Oh, Angel's waiting for fall." Yep.
There's a good way of thinking.
Ryan said, "We will get those watch hours up." Thank you, everybody who's willing to play his channel and help him.
Aww.
He works hard.
You know, it worked out good to put this in here because where that dark paint was is now like a shoreline. It's already a dry and happy shoreline. Like a happy little shoreline.
Ryan said that he heard that they're going to bring back the Cracker Barrel that caught fire and burned down. That's great.
Good. Cracker Barrel's taking some hits, but they're staying strong.
We've had a few businesses here restaurants that burned down, just completely burned down.
A really famous one in the Trout House or something. And
the thing of it is, they're old too. They're older buildings, wooden buildings sometimes. So, fire's not a good thing, but sometimes those fires seem like they caught fire overnight, so hopefully it wasn't anything purposefully done.
right, well, when we tried to go to the Trout House, there was a 45-minute wait, so I am sure that they weren't wanting that thing to go.
No, they weren't, but
No.
it could have been somebody else. I mean, you know. Steve Desert Adventures said the creek looks great.
Thank you. I am happy with that creek too.
Ryan loves the Cracker Barrel's catfish and blackberry jelly. That's a funny combination to say together. Amanda loves the addition of the creek as well.
Yeah, we're just putting in a little deep water here.
Bear Hug said the creek was a perfect addition.
Yeah, thank you so much for...
Cammie said, beautiful painting. Thank you, Steve. Have a great night.
Thank you, Devitt.
Brian says, now add a bear or a deer.
I'm looking at a deer. I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel like I do a deer. A doe, a deer, a female deer.
He's been looking at deer at Cade's Cove when we've been there on no car Wednesday bike riding. Tomorrow we're going back. We'll have to check the weather to see what time we're going back. I do have a
Nope. I think the
a
phone.
mountain stream that is going to be playing all day on the Nature Channel. Those are wonderful to sleep to sleep to or have in the background.
Died. We lost our music. I'm just about done. Honestly, if I had a sticker of a deer, I want to put it right there.
Ryan said he's got a lot of deer in his backyard. Maria said, add a Bigfoot.
Something
Spaceman
like that.
said early would be better because of the heat.
Yeah, we either go at 8 o'clock or 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Amanda said it looks beautiful, Donnie.
At 6 o'clock, too, there's a lot of shade.
It hasn't been too bad.
Oh,
Because
we've been done really
The
good.
speed we ride the bikes at really gets us going. Oh, by the way, I don't remember if we told you this, but on the bike trail on Cade's Cove, we saw a little snake, and it was all coiled up. It was right on the road, and it was like between me and Donnie. We were each on one side of it. We wanted to strike somebody.
Oh, he was acting like he was. And
There was a little one.
he was a bigger snake than he was. He was
What,
acting
did
a
you
lot
think
bigger
it
than he
a
was.
viper? Did you think it was a venomous?
Not that one. Now, the one we saw when we were
We were driving there
yeah,
last week.
and we saw
And there
one
was
definitely had a triangle
big
head.
A big, like, rattlesnake.
Yeah, big
Timber rattler or
venomous
something.
snake was right there.
Right there on the road as we were driving in. And that was definitely a venomous snake.
Oh yeah, he had the triangle head. He had everything. Oh yeah.
I didn't get a picture of it because I wasn't ready.
And I was like in a hurry, but I really should have stopped, backed up, not backed over him, just backed up, and got that snake. Got a picture of him. That would have been awesome.
He was big.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 foot probably. He just wasn't looking at us though. He was looking at somebody that just went past, wanting to tell them a thing or two probably.
And it had rained, so the road was wet.
Oh, that's why you thought he came out
And
too.
I thought he was coming out because it had rained. We are going bike riding tomorrow, Maria. We'll have to check the weather. See what that says for the cove. It says noon, 25% precipitation, 30% at 1 p.m., 2 p.m. 40%, 3 p.m. 40, 4 p.m. 40, 5 p.m. 40, 6 p.m. 35, 7 p.m. 35, 8 p.m.
Oh.
25.
Well, that's kind of helpful. Neighbor's quiet. Maybe Danny called him.
Maria said,
He's not
"Drink
dead
water."
quiet, though.
Bear Hug says, "Oh no, I don't like snakes. No, I don't want snakes anywhere near me. I don't care if they're non-venomous. I don't want them near me. I don't want venomous snakes near me. I don't want non-venomous snakes near me."
That's what it says in Genesis. Remember that one revelation you had about why you didn't like snakes?
Yeah, it says a woman. What is it?
It's not your fault. That's the way God made it.
God said, yeah, the Bible says, "I put enmity between the woman and the serpent."
So she can't help it.
So I think that's why godly women do not like snakes. Because God put the enmity there.
And not that godly women can't like them. I mean, just because you like snakes doesn't mean you're not godly. Although we question it. Although we question your godliness. No, of course not.
It's natural. God put it there.
That's right. We've got a natural enmity. God put it there.
Cami Bar said, "Beautiful painting."
Thank you. Now, I just made a mistake here that's working out. I touched this right here. But what I didn't realize was by touching this, I was actually making this little bit of a drop and a shadow right here. Okay? But by doing that, I just pushed this dirt back under that tree. Oh, that looks so cool.
Bear Hug said, "Everyone please remember to hit the thumbs up." Thank you.
Remember.
Spaceman said he had a pet snake once. You're not
Did
a
you
woman.
actually pet it?
You're not a woman, Spaceman.
Yes.
Steve, Desert Adventures in Arizona, he's got rattlesnakes come onto his property because he's in the desert of Arizona. He had to train his dog with rattlesnake training to be able to smell. There's a certain kind of smell that a rattlesnake puts off, and they had to train his dog for this. And now every time they take his dog outside, they actually walk him around the property first to make sure he doesn't sense any snakes anywhere. And once everything's in the clear, once they've walked around, then they'll throw the ball with him and let him play. Because Steve's wife got bit by a rattlesnake walking out her door into the into her own yard. Spaceman said his snake got loose in his mom's car at church for a week. It was a garter snake, harmless.
Got loose in the car. That was a real winner.
I got in the car.
That sounds like
somebody caught the snake.
that sounds like the squirrel revival.
I got in the car until somebody caught the snake.
Oh goodness!
You know, when Donnie found a snake skin in this front cabinet of this RV, I had to buy a bed tent so that I could zip myself up and sleep at night. Because I couldn't even think about the fact of how that snake got in here, and
got himself back out again. Crazy. Oh.
Maria said, "Did Donnie get his tires?"
I did. I got my new tire. What a great testimony that turned out to be. Obviously, I had a senior moment. I don't know if I didn't let go of the steering wheel, or the steering wheel didn't return, or I noticed that the curb juts out. So I hit a curb, my fault, blew the tire and bent the rim. Now, I could get a new tire pretty quickly, but I can't get a bent rim. So I ended up having to order a rim from a dealership, and I was going to miss work on Monday, but then the rim came in on Saturday. I went and got it. I went to the tire store. I said, can I come in today? And they said yes. And at 3:30 I got in there, and I thought, okay, I just spent $130 on the rim. It's probably going to be $150 for the tire. I bought all 4 tires at that place. I had a voice inside my head telling me to go to where I bought the tire. And I'm like, no, that's too far. I need to just get this new tire on here. I'm just going to, no, go to where you bought the tire. All right, I'll go. I made the appointment. I went there. I got there. Guess who had road hazard coverage? Yeah, Donnie. Donnie had road hazard coverage, and he got a $168 tire for $43.
Including mounting and everything.
Yeah, that was the total. That was for the deductible for the insurance. Everything. Wow. So even though I made a mistake and had to pay for the rim, and I'm apologizing to my bank and to myself for not having this money go somewhere else to where it should go, I'm so sorry. But at least I had road hazard insurance, and it was covered. So thank you, Lord, that it didn't cost me another it would have been $200 with mounting and tax and balance and everything. So, ooh.
Maria wants to know what tires you got.
And I bought from Tire Choice, and they are called NEXEN, Nexen. And they are the only tire that has never had a recall. So keep that in mind when you're buying tires.
Nancy said amen and amen.
Yeah.
Amanda just chillin' said there was a baby boa constrictor that the conservation officers confiscated. Their office was in the mall, and the baby boa escaped. It took them 3 months to find it. She said, I never went to that mall for 3 months. I probably wouldn't go either until I knew they found the snake. Gary Barr said, Amanda, LOL, definitely understand. I mean, if I went to the mall and then had to go into the restroom or whatever, or, you're shopping, you just can imagine a snake could be anywhere,
Yeah, in the toilet even.
Yeah. Oh, they've been known to come up toilets or go in toilets.
Yes, they have.
Bear Hug said, amen, a great blessing, Donnie.
Great blessing.
Amanda said, true story. I didn't even go near the mall at all, LOL.
All right. I am making a recipe here.
Bear Hug said, Amanda, I would have avoided the mall too.
I'm not getting anywhere close.
It's like there's a lot of places to shop. The mall does not need to be one of them.
Yeah. Let's go to the reptile mall.
Support your local clothing store or whatever at that point. Spaceman said, Amanda, it was just looking for a friend. His friend is not named Joy.
A friend?
Spaceman said the snake was just looking for a friend. Maria said she doesn't like malls anymore. Amanda said, yep. I said, there's nothing I need in the mall. I'm good. No need to go there, LOL.
No need to go there. Okay. Everybody's going to witness something. That's the wrong color. I meant to buy some beige today, and I did not get there in time to buy beige. So I'm trying to make a beige. Beige, brown, and white is.
Amanda just chilling said, LOL, spaceman. Maria said, malls are a thing of the past. You know, I've heard people suggest that they take malls and they make them into condos. Into like a condo where the whole thing is like a community. Because they could still have shops in there, like the kind of shops that a community would need to go to, like, you know, food places and, you know, stuff
a world
like that.
Inside.
All inside.
Mm-hmm.
They can, you know, the people that live there can walk around, you know, and everything. And the local community could still go to the little shops on the lower level, and the second level could be all for all condos. Maria said they're doing that at Indianapolis. I've heard it suggested over several malls that have closed. I think that's a great idea. Spaceman wanted to know if you've done a painting with the Ober Mountain tram in it, Donnie. He has not, but that's a good suggestion. Maria said it is a great idea. Cami said in Columbia, South Carolina, they did an old mill for condos. That's cool too. I think they should turn these old buildings into living spaces, you know, instead of or something. They should do something with it. Maria wants to know what you're adding to the picture right now. Cami Barr said, definitely agree. They need to do something with these old buildings.
Yeah.
What are you doing now, Donnie?
I'm trying to do an animal.
Oh.
And y'all are not helping.
Spaceman said, Joy, you have not done a video on Elkmont. We have not been to Elkmont. Isn't that a big hike to get there?
Is that over by Elizabethton and Tri-Cities?
That's way deep into the national park.
Because we did an elk something with a beautiful waterfall that one time. What was that?
Yeah, can't remember the name of it. It's on the channel though. Hey Maria, did you see the Did everybody see the video that I put out on the Nature Channel with the bears breeding, the bears mating, making babies? Spaceman said, looks like a deer from 100 miles away. Yeah, Elkmont is the old vacation homes area of the national park. Spaceman said Elk Park Falls in North Carolina. Is that where we went? Yeah, we actually witnessed black bears mating. Remember, a couple weeks ago, you know, we saw that the male was chasing.
Yeah, remember
the
that?
male was chasing the female, and this time he caught her. He caught her. It's on the Nature Channel. Tammy Barr said Elkmont is how Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge got started, because the vacation. It's looking like a what do you call it? A llama.
A llama.
It's kind of looking like a llama.
Look a little bit too thick in the neck, yeah.
What's the other one? Llama, and what's the other one?
Paca?
Alpaca?
Yeah, I hated to ruin a painting by putting a deer in it, okay? I figured I would ruin the painting, and I have.
Spaceman said Elkmont is the old cabin area that I suggest you video, not an area for live, but a video for you to do.
Oh yeah, we can't
you
get anything live up
stream
there.
Anything in the national park. Maria said it does look like a llama. Ryan said, sorry Donnie, it was my idea, and he did the frowny face.
Thank you for taking some of the blame.
Maria said, you could have gone with Bigfoot.
I should have gone with
Bearhead said,
Bigfoot.
it looks adorable. I love it. Not ruined at all.
Great. This painting is $500. Let those who think it's adorable buy it. You adorable paint people. You know, I was thinking about doing it on what the other painters do is they do it on another thing until they get good at it. Then they put it in their paintings. But not Donnie. No. He decides, I'm going to do a fat, short-legged deer that looks like a llama. And be proud of it. I should say not. But that's why I don't do them, because I know it's going to ruin my painting.
He hasn't practiced.
And the only reason I did it, even though I knew I wouldn't do it right, was to make myself do it. To make myself do it. And if I have to put 3 more behind it and put saddles on them and call them alpaca, I will. But as of now, I'm still trying to make a deer, a doe, a deer, female deer. I think maybe the longer leg might help. And this one's kind of walking a little bit, but that could be longer, and that could be longer. Deer do have these big old haunches. Muscular and a little darker under the neck. Maybe a little...
Maria says, a puppy llama.
A little white
Ryan said,
across the
LOL.
back.
Ryan said, original masterpiece.
Give it a
Spaceman
tail.
said, it looks good. Just touch it up. Cammy said,
Yeah.
practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if I kind of feather this out a little bit, I do get that llama look. Look at that. We're just putting a little skirt on it. A sheep. Nah, head's too high for a sheep. That was close, though. Very close. We almost got there. See, we need a little white across the back. A little white on the tail. And some more fur for our llama. Bahama llama. Okay. I'm glad somebody said llama, because I think that's what's happening here. I'm glad somebody said it. Y'all can take credit. Who says it has to be a deer, right? I think a llama's a great idea. The head's the perfect size. All I do is, if I could put some black between that big lump on its head, it would look like 2 ears. Maybe that would work. I could make 2 ears right here. And how about a nice little...
Here's one. You see? Here's a llama.
Here's a llama. How about an eye? Oh, yeah. Cool. I believe I've got it.
It does have a thick neck in the photo.
Mm-hmm. And it's got the short tail. A little bit of shadowing here. I think we're doing pretty good. I think the eye's a little big, maybe. If I could fix that with a... Nobody say anything. Look at, he meant to do that. Nobody say
At
anything.
least it looks like a real live animal.
Mm-hmm.
Give us an awesome painting. Since it's almost August, we could make this your August giveaway.
Talk about something nobody will sign up for. We were going to give away this painting, but nobody left a comment. They didn't want to be the one that would win. Poor llama.
Bear Hug said, it looks just like the picture.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a fan right there. There's a #1 fan right there. You tell him. Looks just like the picture.
If you want to look at it, you can peek at it. Cammy Barr said, awesome painting.
You know,
Spaceman said,
if it just
looks
doesn't
like
ruin it.
Mama Llama. Spaceman said, looks like Mama Llama. Amanda just only said, it's going to be the perfect llama.
Yeah.
Maria said, Bahama Llama. They called our friend Bahama Mama because she married a Bahamian.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that llama is really enjoying
The view.
landscape.
He's enjoying the view. Cool. All right, well, I don't feel like a total failure. I really believe that looks all right. Thank you all for encouraging me, and then thank God for working it out. You guys, I had the courage to get started. You better learn something here. I had the courage to try and just do it. And God came through for me. God wanted the llama. So
Amanda said it looks really good, Donnie.
it does. It does. I'm impressed. I didn't think I could do it, but it looks like. Can I see that picture again? I want to see what its face looks like. So it is. It's kind of got a thicker nose.
A little straighter nose, maybe. Just slightly straighter. Cammie said, beautiful painting.
Maybe I should use my India. Well, no, I can't use India ink because the paint's not dry.
Yeah, he might have to wait for the paint to dry to do the little touch-up on the features. But this is definitely one-of-a-kind painting.
Yep.
Unique.
And unique up on you.
Unique up on you. I was thinking that too.
You were.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a beautiful painting as always.
Yes, I want y'all to be encouraged to do something you want to do. I never thought I would do this. I never thought I knew how to do this. There's something in your life you need to do too. It's not just, don't just look at me. You can't always be a spectator. You have to get out there and do something. I think you should do something. Amen.
Well, when they're looking at you, it's helping you too, so.
Yeah, and I want you to feel like you're helping me and I'm helping you. Huh, boy, I'm really quite happy all of a sudden.
Fairhead said, sending a heart, and said, everyone have a blessed and wonderful night and week.
Thank you all for being here. I've kept you late. If you think I kept you late, that is.
It does look like a happy llama.
Mm.
Like he's just
Spring in her step.
walking along the beautiful landscape. Maria said, good night, have fun biking. We have had fun biking every week, and we have seen bears every week.
Every week. And when you see a bear, you have to take advantage of it because you might not see another one. So don't feel bad.
Yeah, sometimes we only see a bear once.
And we think, oh, that was good. Let's move on to the next one. And the next one never happened.
Other days we've seen several that day.
Yeah. Cool.
Tammy said, stay cool and hydrated.
Stay cool and hydrated, people.
Said, good night, everyone.
Good night, good night, good night. I'll tell you, all I'm doing...
said, oh, you're saying bye. Remember, Jesus loves you, and have a great night.
Yep. I'm putting a few touches on here. And looking good. And by the look of that picture, it's got a pretty big black nose. So
the nose kind of looks like that.
oh, so it's kind of high.
The eyes are big. And it's kind of got this thick eyebrow looking thing.
Very heavy.
But of course this one's looking forward. Yours isn't. Yours looking sideways.
Mm-hmm. Does the mouth go straight back? Yeah, straight back.
Kind of up a little bit on the mouth. But you'd have to do that with your pen.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's too, I can't get a brush to go quite like that, but I think I can get it to bump that eyebrow out there. Yep. Cool. All right. So anyway, thank you all for being here. That's it for today. We'll definitely show you this picture next week to see if I've messed with it and done anything. I kind of try to do something sometime, especially if I want to photograph it for my my website.
Amanda just chilling, so it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda said, have a great night, everyone.
Have a great night, everyone.
Have a great night.
Thank you. We love you, but Jesus loves you more. Good night, good night, good night.
Basement said, good night, all. Did you hit stop before you